Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here with Malik, curators of the Lineage Archive. We left House of Tokugawa last time, and the Tokugawa have forged a peace, but it is a delicate one. Today we pick up where we left off. Power is never secure. In the grand corridors of Edo Castle, every footstep echoes with suspicion. The new shoguns may have tamed the battlefield, but peace brings its own dangers. Old enemies lie in wait, biding their time. They're watching us, looking for any sign of weakness. The stage is set for a delicate game of politics, where every gesture carries weight. We must navigate this treacherous landscape carefully, for one misstep could unravel everything we've built.
But is it really peace if it's built on a foundation of fear? The Tokugawa Shogunate may appear imposing from the outside, yet the scars of the Sengoku period still linger. Ieyasu's victory at Sekigahara was a triumph, but those who lost are not merely forgotten. They are plotting in the shadows, waiting for their chance at revenge.
Indeed, the dawn of the 17th century finds the Tokugawa Shogunate standing tall, but surrounded by uncertainty. Ieyasu has claimed the title of shogun, yet the peace he forged is fragile. It's not just about ruling with swords. It's about securing the hearts and minds of the people. This is what empires do. They create systems to sustain their rule.
Creating systems, yes, but those systems can also suffocate. The Sankin Kotai system is a perfect illustration of this. Daimyo are forced to march to Edo in grand processions, alternating years between their domains and the capital. It's not just a show of power. It's a way to bind them to the shogunate, to remind them of their place in the hierarchy.
A necessary tactic, nonetheless. The daimyo's wives and children remain in Edo, hostages to ensure compliance. It's a masterstroke of social engineering, really. The highways thrum with the movement of samurai and attendants, transforming former warriors into subjects of a new order. But isn't it a gamble to rely on such a fragile balance? We're placing our faith in fear and loyalty, hoping it holds. History shows us this can crumble overnight, and what then? Chaos waits just beyond the horizon.
A gamble? Yes, but it overlooks the heavy human cost involved. The samurai, once celebrated warriors, now find themselves reduced to bureaucrats and tax collectors. Their swords, which stood for honor and pride, have become little more than decorations. For many, the shift from the chaos of battle to the monotony of ledgers isn't just a change in duty. It's a profound loss of identity and purpose. These are real people grappling with a painful new reality.
The sword is now wielded by law. New codes regulate every aspect of samurai life, restricting castle building and disarming the countryside. It's a method to consolidate power. Just as the Romans imposed their laws to maintain order, the Tokugawa imposed theirs to ensure stability. But does this not risk igniting the very tensions they seek to suppress?
Absolutely. Social order becomes a prison. At the top stand the samurai, yes, but beneath them, peasants, artisans, and merchants are confined by law. The merchant class, despite their wealth, is treated with contempt. They supply the needs of the city yet remain invisible in the eyes of the shogunate. Their simmering resentment could spell trouble.
Yet, the Tokugawa order is impressive in its ambition. Every detail, from street widths to shop fronts, is dictated by the shogunate, allowing for an unprecedented level of control. It's an architecture of order that some might admire. But can such meticulous supervision truly last? Ambition has a way of rising, even in the tightest of systems.
It can't last. The Tokugawa have woven an intricate web of control, but ambition and discontent are not easily suppressed. The death of Ieyasu's heir, Ieyasu, sends shockwaves through the court. It's not just a loss of leadership. It's a signal that the foundations may be crumbling. Unrest is already brewing among the peasantry, and they're not alone.
And let's not forget the spread of Christianity. The shogunate's response to this foreign influence is stark. Persecuting suspected converts and expelling missionaries is a desperate act. It reveals the fragility of their control. When you govern through fear, you invite rebellion. This isn't just about external threats. It's about the discontent brewing within. A society that feels oppressed will always find a way to resist, whether through subtle acts of defiance or outright revolt. History shows us this time and again.
The architects of order have built a mighty edifice, but it's precariously balanced on shifting sands. The Tokugawa peace may seem stable, but it's a fragile tapestry, held together by layers of bureaucracy and ritual. Beneath the calm surface, real people grapple with simmering tensions. The next crisis could easily pull apart the core they've tried so hard to weave together, exposing vulnerabilities that could have dire consequences for countless lives caught in the crossfire.
Yes, the Tokugawa have forged a peace, but the cost may be greater than they realize. Their intricate systems may be their downfall. As the shadows grow longer in Edo Castle, the fate of Japan hangs in the balance. The next chapter will reveal if their order can withstand the pressures that gather at its foundations.
That's where we leave it this time. House of Tokugawa continues. The story isn't finished yet. Find the full series on the Lineage archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter.